Talking Luther College softball with head coach Renee Hartle and coach 4-0 start this past weekend up in Rochester. Double-digit runs and hits in each of the first 4 ball games on the offensive end. Probably couldn't ask for a heck of a lot more out of your team, could you?
No. I mean, I was really happy with the outcomes. I think that that's a bonus, though. I know that you can just say that as a bonus, but I was really happy with the girls' at-bats. I was really happy with their pitch selection. I was really happy with even some of our outs being, line outs and ground outs and hard hit balls. But I was really, really pleased with how they all addressed the plate in their first games of the year.
And I looked at your runs by inning. They got better as the game goes by. Is it fair to say that your team is more comfortable at second at-bat, that third at-bat, that fourth at-bat?
I think in your first game, yes, of the year. But I think in the second, third, and fourth games, I think it's about understanding for us what the pitcher has, what she's doing. And so does my team respond in their second, and third, and fourth at-bats different in each game than they do their first? Yes, because I hope that they've learned something from their first at-bat in off that pitcher.
And defensively, you mentioned a lot of different players playing different positions, experienced kids from the offensive perspective, but different players in different positions. But 5 errors in 6 games, that's an acceptable total.
Yeah, I think that when you play off a dome floor and it's your opening weekend, I think there's going to be some defensive mishaps, but some just uncomfortableness. And we've talked about that with the girls. And, it's something that we're really going to work on this week is just feeling a little bit more comfortable, not just playing beside each other, but in the different situations that you cannot replicate indoors.
And pitching-wise, Becca Gervin picking up where she left off, and I know you got a lot of players, some experience in the circle this past weekend. Overall, what were you most pleased with from the pitching perspective?
From the pitching perspective, I think that their abilities to work with Kayla, who's calling our pitches and calling our games, I think is really high for it being opening weekend. I felt really good about that level of communication. I think that the thing that I would have liked to see them more of, and I think this is a give or take thing, but I didn't get to play the innings that I wanted to because we did have the 4 shortened games, and I wasn't able to get my 2 freshmen pitchers specifically the innings that I wanted to give them on the weekend. And so moving forward, just being able to get the younger players more experience, I think, is something that I'm looking forward to.
And a second-year starter behind the plate, you mentioned Kayla Hadding. How much confidence do you have in her to just keep those pitchers on even keel and really give them a little bit of assurance behind the plate that she's been there and done that?
No, I think that the pitchers take a great deal of confidence in her, but I trust her 100% too with her pitch calls and her ability to work with those girls. And the relationship that she has with Becca and Erica is at its all-time high. She's worked with them for years, but it's a challenge for her to learn 3 new freshman pitchers, and for her being in her 5th year, and she's 23 years old and they're 18 years old, I think it's been a challenge, but I think she's doing an exceptional job.
Couple more games up in Rochester this weekend. UW River Falls, a familiar opponent, both the regular season and postseason for you guys, and Hamlin this weekend. Talk about those 2 opponents.
Well, I think we're just excited. I think we're definitely just keeping this preseason aspect to it in a sense of we're still learning each other. But obviously, River Falls will be a big game for us. And I think Hamlin's a very much improved program, and I think that they're going to give us some challenges along the way, too.
All right. Hopefully you can get a couple more wins Friday night, Coach. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Renee Hartle talking Luther College softball.